Hey folks, Jim Thomas here, Fitness Management and Consulting, and I appreciate you being here at the channel today. And for those of you that have not yet done so, please hit that subscribe button. And then if you do enjoy the content and find the content that I provide beneficial, please hit that like button as well. Now, our topic for you today is 6 ways to stop making excuses in your gym. And we hear it all the time. One of my favorite phrases is you can either make money or you can make excuses, but you can't do both, okay? And if you're going to work every day, if you're a gym owner, a gym operator, you're in management, you're in sales, I hope you want to make money more than you want to make excuses. And some of this can just be habit we fall into and not even realizing it. So let's take a look at this. If you see yourself in here anywhere, let's make the change, let's fix it. So number 1, stop harping on past failures. Stop talking about past failures. It's over. It's done. And one of the things that I see frequently is we focus too much on what's wrong, what went wrong. Get in the habit of start focusing on solutions. And so if you're looking at past failures, okay, if you want to look at them, let's look at them. Say, okay, if I had a chance to do that over again, how would I handle it differently? What would I do differently? Okay, well, I would do this, or I would do this, or I would do this. Okay, perfect. So if that situation comes up again, here's how you're going to handle it. So stop harping on past failures and start looking at what happened and how would you handle it differently if that same thing happened again. Let's be prepared, because we don't want to keep making that same mistake over and over and over. That really is a mistake, okay? We want to get it fixed, at least understand how to get it fixed. Number 2, take responsibility for your mistakes. Every single thing that doesn't go right, doesn't go the way you want, don't find yourself pointing the finger at somebody else. Take responsibility. I accept full responsibility. If I didn't make that sale, it's because I didn't make this important enough to you. If my ads aren't working like I want them to, it's because I didn't create enough urgency. I didn't create enough interest. Okay? Don't find yourself pointing a finger. I'm sure we've all heard it, when you point a finger at somebody else, there's 3 more pointing back at you. So get in the habit of taking full responsibility. And the big reason you want to do this, it's the only thing you have control over is you. That's the only thing you really have the power to change. But when you change yourself, this is how you start changing other people. So take responsibility for your mistakes. Number 3, learn to pick yourself up after failure. Learn to pick yourself up after failure. And I'll tell you one of the things that I've kind of discovered and learned over the years on this thing, and depending on how you want to describe failure, it could be disappointment, it could be rejection, however we want to look at this. But usually what it means when we're experiencing that sense of failure, sense of disappointment, sense of rejection, it usually means you have nothing else in your pipeline. You have nothing else working. And so one of the best ways to learn how to pick yourself up after something doesn't go your way, make sure your pipeline's full. Make sure there's always something to work on. Because if I'm working on the big deal and it doesn't happen, and I've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more things I'm working on, I'm probably not going to be quite as bummed out over it. I'm ready to move forward because I have new things. But if that's the only thing I've got, this can be difficult. Number 4, focus on your strengths. Focus on your strengths and build on them. What are your big strengths? Okay, focus on those, build on them. How can you stack and stack and stack and stack and stack on top of those things that you're really good at? Okay, and focus dead on them. Make your plan of action and things that you're working on. Hey, here's what I'm really good at. I'm really good at communication. I'm really good at maybe positive attitude. I'm really good at this and this. Now let's focus on those things and how can we make those things even better? Okay, it's a good thing to do, right? Next, we're not going to focus on it, but identify what your weaknesses are and work on those. Identify what your weaknesses are and work on those. Let's just say your weakness is asking for the sale. Okay? And so we're focusing on your strength, right? We're focusing on your strengths. We're identifying your weaknesses. And so I'm weak at asking for the sale. Find different ways to do it. Okay? Mary, may I offer you an invitation to become a member? Mary, you're exactly the kind of person we'd love to have here at the club as a member with us. Okay, and even sometimes I know when I was first learning some of this, and I had to work on this quite a bit myself, was I'd lower my voice a little bit. Okay, when I would say some of those things, but identify what your weaknesses are and go to work on them. Don't focus on your weaknesses. Identify them. Focus on your strengths and build on those. There's a big difference in all that. And then number 6, stop comparing yourself to others. We don't care. Absolutely do not care. All we care about is you, what you're doing, and how you're doing it. I don't care how successful anybody else is or how they say they are or how much they struggle, or I don't care about any of that. Focus on you. Stop comparing yourself. Okay, you focus on getting better every single day. One of the things you might even do, start writing out a little plan of action every day. Maybe every morning when you get up, write down your goals. When you go to bed at night, write down your goals. These are things you can do. But stop comparing yourself to anybody else, because it makes no difference at all. All right? 6 things you can do to stop making excuses. My suggestion is really drill down on this, because this is a common thing. Even the best folks, can start doing this sometimes. We're accountable. We are accountable. This is the only thing I have complete control over is me. Okay? And if I make changes here, this can affect changes in other things that I do. So folks, my name is Jim Thomas. My company is Fitness Management and Consulting. Appreciate you being here today. If you find the content beneficial, please hit that like button. Hope you all have a great day, and we will talk to you soon.